Crafty, but is it really? Yeah, her name is Crafty. Yeah, girl, let's see here. CraftyRia, yeah, CraftyRia. I said Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. I said, well, CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. CraftyRia, yeah, CraftyRia. I said Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. I said, well, CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. Yeah. Ever since she was a little girl, she said, I like to make things with my hands. I like to make some art that I can put up on a wall, or maybe put it in the mail, and maybe someday someone will get it, you know. Yeah, you know I like to make myself some Christmas cards. Yeah, I like to make all types of stuff. I like to take little scraps of paper, I like to put them all together real cool. Yeah, don't you know that it's fun? I like to do it, yeah. Yeah, say CraftyRia, that's the name, yeah. CraftyRia, say it now, Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. She does now. CraftyRia, she's tough and cool, yeah. You know, she streams on YouTube, it's true. You just gotta put a name right in there, hit subscribe. You should, yeah. And all you ever see are both her hands, you know. Makes me kind of suspicious, you know, that's all I'm saying. You know, maybe she's not a human being. I mean, it's possible. We got all types of things in the chat. You know, we got cows, we got chickens, we got people who supposedly have faces. We got all types of people here too, yeah. You know, maybe she's, you know, maybe she's some kind of creature. Maybe she's got tentacles. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's got tentacles and she's got hands, animatronic human hands on the ends of two sticks, and she just puts those in front of the camera.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in, Dustaloo. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope everyone's having a great day. Of course, as we always start the stream, tell us how your weather is. What's going on in your part of the world? Anything exciting, weather-wise or otherwise? Welcome in, Anne. Welcome in. Welcome in, Susan. I got something really cool in the mail today. I got an offer for some stickers, and I ordered some stickers. Look at these stickers I got. These are really cool vinyl stickers for like, water bottles and such. Aren't they adorable? Only Hands, because you know I am an Only Hands streamer here on YouTube. I am going to put these up in my merch store. I should have done it before the stream. Maybe I'll do a special for you guys. I have 5 available. And if you would like one, send me a private message. I will make them cheaper than they would be in the merch store, because with the merch store we have to charge shipping and that sort of thing. You know, and they take their portion. I will $5, you get a sticker, and it includes shipping. So if you want one, send me a private message, an email, or something like that. 109 degrees heat index. Holy moly, that's too hot. That's too hot. I hope you have good air conditioning, Cece, and welcome in. I just want to also put something out there. Ann Kinsey in our chat. She can really dance and get her jam on. There is a short in my YouTube shorts. If you look in my shorts section, she's dancing. We were playing Animal Crossing and she's there just dancing away. Very, very good. And yes, definitely send me a message, Anne, for sure. For sure. Yep. Well, that's a good idea because I was going to send you a message. I want one of yours anyway. So whatever it is, we'll trade. That sounds great. Anne has a sticker that is, where's my book? Where is my book? The Mosaic Hearts. Come here, book. Come here, book. Where did I put the book? Oh, I can't find the book right now. It's a really cool heart sticker, the Mosaic Heart sticker. And, oh man, I wish I had the book handy. I've been wanting one as a sticker. I asked her a long time ago if she had a sticker. When I get it, I'll show you. It's a really cool heart. Yes. So we will trade, Anne. No problem. I have not been back to Ollie's. You're still seeing... I know, me too. Yes, everybody's getting from... In case you guys don't know, Ollie's, OLLIE'(s), is a discount store like Big Lots used to be. They sell liquidation and all that kind of stuff. And everybody is hauling from there, buying from there, pads of paper from Joann's. Because Joann's has gone out of business, or at least mostly. I'm not sure if all the stores are closed. I don't know the deal. But anyway, they closed most, if not all, of their stores. So they have their paper. And they have, people are hauling packs of glitter paper. I want all of these. And they're getting the packs of paper for like $2. When you go in the store, they're like 20, right? So I want them so bad, but my Ollie's had nothing from Joann's. They just had some yarn from Joann's, but no scrapbook stuff. So, yeah, I need to go back. Maybe this coming weekend I will go back. I know. Definitely. I want the glitter paper pads. Well, and almost anything else they have. You know me, I'll probably buy one of each. But at least the glitter paper pads. I hope I can find them. I am on a quest to find them. I should look up and see where the next nearest Ollie's is to my house. And like go on a road trip. Travel all around the tri-state area. I don't even know if there is a tri-state area here. Anyway, the neighboring states and visit all of the Ollie's. Take a road trip. Tell Todd, let's go on a road trip. And stop at every Ollie's on the way. I'm sure he'd love that. All right. Anyway, back to our fun here. Oh, we're going to do a Mad Lib today from the Mad Lib. This Mad Lib book, since it's July, and, we'll grab a Christmas in July whenever we can. This book is almost full. Michelle sent it to me. So we're doing a Mad Lib. If someone would like to volunteer to be the word picker, please just type volunteer in the chat. And I forgot, I did not do my housekeeping jobs here. There we go. Pork Roll Bob made the song, and Tacos made the intro video for me. So there. If the nearest is Huntington, West Virginia, don't bother. Okay. All right, Testaloo. Oh, if they have them there, because Huntington, West Virginia is not really that far, let me know. It may be worth a road trip. Or if you guys find out what stores people are getting this stuff from, let me know. Send me a message. Maybe we can have a meetup. We'll find the store and all of us go. We'll wait there at opening with big bags and shopping carts and push everybody out of the way. It'd be like, we're here first. Oh man. All right. It looks like we don't have a volunteer. So what I will do is we'll do what we did last time. I'll just call out for a word, and the first one I see, I will put in the you know, I will put them in there. We do need, so I'll take the first two, or two early plural nouns. So you guys put some in the chat. Okay, Destaloo, excellent. All right, so we do need two plural nouns. Thank you, Desta. Oh, I will save an envelope of goodies for you too then. Where is, I need to, let me grab an envelope. An empty envelope. It doesn't matter which envelope it is, except that one's too small. Because I'll put it in maybe a different envelope to mail. But I just need, there's a big one. I just need an envelope to hold the scraps so they don't get lost on in my undertow. All right, and let's see. Got some cards over here from last week. Let me see what Christmas cards we have. Still have these. All right, so we have that. And these came in the mail recently. I think these are all the Christmas ones. I'm not sure if there's any Christmas in here, if I put them back in here or not. And these are all from Connie. She sent them to me. And I don't think there's any Christmas in here. And, yep, there's no Christmas in the bag, but all these loose ones are Christmas. Okay, that makes sense. Look at me sorting things in advance. So we have that. We have some of these lost in my underwear. I will put them in here so they don't get lost in my underwear. You know, you never know. Okay, so we have some regular Christmas cards here as well. Some handmade ones. This house is kind of cool. And these two are kind of matchy-matchy. These are not Christmas, but they are scrap paper. And what do we have here? That is like background paper. So is that. So is that. But then these are Christmas. Okay, here we go. I like to use the word matchy-matchy. I don't know why. But, you know, that happens. It comes out of my mouth. So we have that house, and we have these two houses. I'll probably do one of the houses at least. Let's start with this little guy, though. And I did get this really cool box of cards from Ollie's. This was $1.99. It's Basil Premium Paper, 60 cards and envelopes, A2 size. So that I thought was a good deal because it's really, it's all of these colors, and that's really cool. So there is that. We have that. Maybe I could do it on a blue as well. Let me look at this. Blue. I think the blue is going to be too bright. Yes, too bright, too light. Yeah, basil is good paper. I think I'll go with that red. I like the way it looks. And this piece already has some glitter. I think the camera's picking it up there. So it doesn't need a lot behind it. Or I mean a lot of embellishments on it. I don't know what I'm trying to say. My brain does not know worky very well. I don't think I want red. Let me try silver. Oh, but see, that's not really going to show up unless I do red and silver. Or unless I do red on a different colored background. I like that. Let me think. Let me ponder. That is going to be the best size. Oh, I know. I know what I could do. Black. Just a very, maybe just black on the red. No, just a little tiny piece of black, but it doesn't need to be glitter. I use these really cool envelopes. They measure 13 by 9.5. So 8.5 by 11 paper fits perfectly in these. And they're great for holding your scraps. And they come in a package. You can get multiples of however many you want. But they have different colored zippers. So it's really easy to see what color is in it. And you could store them in something where you just see the zipper. It's great for scrap paper. I have one set for glitter paper and one set for regular. I want to sort out my other papers, the what do I want to say, patterned papers in it. I think this will work. Welcome in, Deborah. Hello from Kansas. Excellent. How is your weather out there in Kansas? This here is just some black. It is shimmery. It's kind of cool. I'm wondering if I don't need the silver, if I just use this black. Yes, we do need plural nouns. No, I think I like the silver. So we're going to go ahead and do a bunch of layering. I'm going to make just a small layer of the black. 91, heat index 103. Everybody's got this high heat index. And this little card was cut with scissors. So I am going to just give it a trim all the way around, just to make sure it has a smooth edge. And all those little scraps, see, this is our joke. I send the little scraps to Destaloo, or whoever is my volunteer. Welcome in, Ange. I've sent a couple packages to Ange already, and I sent out everybody I owed stuff to. I sent it out. So if I owed you stuff for volunteering, it went out on its way. And you didn't see my newest thing that I got in the mail today. Should I show her? I don't know. I don't know if I should show Ange my new merch. Yeah, I like the way that looks. A hot dog suit. No, that's an Animal Crossing. Last Wednesday, I wore a hot dog suit because it was National Hot Dog Day. And I wore a hot dog suit in Animal Crossing. It was quite fun. A hot dog suit. No. So that's kind of like 5 3/4. And by 4 1/8. Or 5 3/8, really. Let's see. Yes, Christine, hello from Cornwall in the UK. Yes, we have a Christine from halfway around the world, from New Zealand. I may or may not be going to the UK sometime in the future. Deborah, welcome in. All right, I think that looks pretty good like that. That's right. We can have all... I'm open to as many Christines as we need. 2, 4, 6, 8, 15. Doesn't matter. There's the other Christine. Hello, Christine. My awesome moderator and channel member. And Angela is also one of my awesome moderators. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you both very much. Okay. Now that the gang's all here, I'll show you. Do you want to see my new merch? Do you want to see my new merch? It's not a hot dog costume. It's not a hot dog costume. But you need it to eat hot dogs. This is my new merch. Only hand stickers. Since we joke that I'm an only hand streamer. I got these only hand stickers, and these are the nice vinyl stickers that'll go like on your water bottle. If you guys have a CraftyRia sticker from me, same type of material. Nice vinyl. I've had mine on my water cup for I don't know how long, and I've washed it. I wash it all the time, and obviously it stays. So that's really nice. So these are going to go up. Some of these will go up in my merch store. I have 5 available. If you guys want them before they hit the merch store, you can get them through me. $5 include shipping. So send me a private message. I have some available. I don't have a whole bunch. So that is just available today, and then after today they'll be in my merch store. So send me a private message if you want one. One is already spoken for by Anne. All right. Now I'm going to put maybe this ribbon. I'm looking at my ribbons. Yeah, I think that would be pretty good. It'll bring the red out. I don't have any other good Christmas ribbons other than just straight up glitter. And I think we need something other than just glitter. All right, and last call for plural nouns. I need 2 of them for the story, the Mad Lib. By the way, welcome in, Michelle. We're doing a Mad Lib from the book you sent me. The Christmas book. I have another Christmas book, I think, but I cannot find it. Although I will say I really didn't look for it. I always take the wire out of wired ribbon when putting it on a card. That way it will lay flat. The wire sometimes tends to make it not lay flat, and that just drives me crazy. Let's see, get this out. I'm going to put a little glue on this. It doesn't seem like the tape really wants to stick very well on this. So I'm just going to add, if it'll work, a little bit of glue. Come on. Come on, glue. There we go. Sometimes glitter paper does not do well with tape. For some reason, the tape doesn't stick to it very well. So if you add some glue, the glue will hold it better. And I'm concerned about that. No, that is stuck pretty good. All right. Let me make sure this is the right size. It is. It is. I'm just going to put some tape on the front of this. Just to hold that ribbon down. I'll wrap it around the back so it should stay down pretty good. Okay. There. All right, so we have that. Let me plug this up. All right, Dustaloo, if you could pick me 2 of those plural nouns, I'll put them in the story. Your interview, oh yes, I think it went really well, but the panel said there wasn't an immediate position available. Ah, so you're really confused as to why they picked a position. That is crazy. I know. Maybe they had it open and then started the process, and then someone said, well, we don't really have it in the budget, but then they didn't want to undo the process since they already spent the time. Could be something really weird like that. I don't know. It is crazy. You know, you just can't control what they do. All right, we have some plural nouns. We have bug catchers and ice cream cones. Don't get those two. Don't catch bugs with the ice cream cones. All right, bug catchers. Plural noun. Let's see, bug catchers. And ice cream cones. Cones. Okay, excellent. We got that. Now we need, let's go for 3 adjectives. 3 adjectives. And where is my stuff? Speaking of Amazon, I ordered these 2 packs of glitter paper. Oh, I forgot I had this other ribbon. Which is excellent. Didn't I have more Christmas stuff than this? So yeah, these 2 packs of glitter paper came from, oh, hold on. Show. Stream Elements or something is trying to hold Anne's message because they think it was bad. I don't think there's anything. I know the bot is censoring you. I was laughing. I'm like, let me let this be shown. This is not bad. I've seen worse comments. People have been banned in my channel for worse. Oh, there's this cool star. Where are my other Christmas? Oh, they might be here. I think I see them. Okay, I found the rest of my Christmas stuff. Glitter paper will make you happy. Yes. Glitter paper makes everything better. It makes everyone happy. All right, those are cool. But I think I'm going to do one of these glittery snowflakes. So let me put these over here. Do I want that big snowflake or do I want a smaller snowflake? That one might be too small. I think I like the big one. These are Dollar Tree stickers. That's another place I've not been to in a really long time is Dollar Tree. I wonder if they have more of these Christmas stuff out. I doubt it at this time of year. Don't they know that we craft Christmas stuff all year round? There. I mean, they really should have their stuff out all year. And I know other craft stores. Oh, they have Halloween now. Okay. Yeah. Other craft stores have Christmas stuff out now, but for Christmas crafting, I would imagine. Like, I haven't been to one in a while, but all right, I think I'll leave that alone as is. That's pretty cool. They came through with the right. Oh, yeah. See, then they were. And then it was censored. That's funny. That is funny. So I have two of these. So I'm just going to use one. I wonder if I could make a funky card this shape rather than an rectangle. I could make the card this shape, I think. What do you guys think? I think that'll work. Let me see. Let me get a regular white envelope. Yeah. I'll have to cut a new piece of paper though. The only other way I think I could do it, yeah, I would like it to open this way. So let me get a big piece of paper. Good afternoon from California, Southern California. Hello, Carol. And welcome in from Southern California. You're not old enough to see your own words, Anne. It is censored. It wasn't at first, but I think when I hit show, it made the asterisks in there. That's so weird. So apparently, I'm not old enough either. I am not old enough to view Anne's words. Okay. So I don't need to totally back this part, but I do need to back the rest of the card. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure these edges are even Steven. So I am going to trim that slightly, trim that, and then trim it across the bottom. There. I might as well do both of these since I'm cutting these apart like crazy. I might as well at least put the backers on both of them. And whenever I get cards that were already cut like this, I always do this to make sure I have like squared off edges. Look at this. All right. So are they both pretty much exactly the same? They are not both exactly the same. And as a matter of fact, this one is crooked. So I am going to just give this a little trim like that. That looks a little bit straighter. And that one I think looks pretty good. They're not exactly straight, but they're pretty close. So each one I'm going to have to mark differently. I want to leave, I don't know, a 1/2 inch-ish as a border there. And let me get my pencil. I'm gonna mark this. Let's see. I'm lining this up so that 1/2 inch is there. And I'm gonna mark this here, here, whoops, and here. Do I need to mark that? No, I do not. And as a matter of fact, I shouldn't mark that. I know what I want to do instead. Where is my really good eraser? I do not know. Let's use this one. I'm going to erase these marks. Okay. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get out my scoring board. I'm going to score this at a 1/2 inch down this way. All the way down that one side. And then I'm just going to take it like this because I want to measure about 5.5 inches. I'm just making a little mark there. I'm going to cut this in half at 5.5 this way. So I have these two pieces that are 5.5 by 8.5. The 8.5 does not matter, nor really does the 5.5. Just as long as it is taller than the house. And I'm gonna fold these scores over. Yes, we do need adjectives for the story. I'm going to do this one too at the same time. I think you guys see where I'm going with this. There. Let me get my tape. Just a little piece of this tape here, so that way I can really line this up on the bottom and especially along that fold. And I'm going to put a piece of this tape right there just to hold that. So then I'm going to move that out of the way, put my tape on the fold here, on this little flap. That's where I put that tape. Fold it back down and then carefully put that back in place. So the only piece holding it together is that. And then I'm going to carefully remove this tape. I'm going to do the same with the other card. So I have my little piece of paper with 1/2 inch fold, and you could do any size you want. It doesn't have to be exactly a 1/2 inch. I'm going to put my card on here, line it up, flush with that side of the fold, and flush with the bottom of the paper. And then stick that there. Okay. And put some tape down that little piece, fold it back down, and stick it down. And this one was not perfectly flush across the bottom because I screwed it up, but that's all right. It can be fixed. If it's flush across the bottom, it is just one less thing you have to deal with. Having it flush against the fold is the most important part. So first, I am going to cut this extra piece off on this end here. You can use scissors to cut it out if you want. So then I have this, but you know, of course, I want it even with the house. So I'm going to, as best I can, line it up with the roof. And line it up with the roof. And again, like I said, if you want to use scissors for this, you can do so. So there we have this house card. And I wonder what Destaloo is going to do with these triangles. I don't know. She's going to do something. This piece is big enough to keep. These I would normally throw in the trash. All right, so I'm going to cut this right turn edge. I'm going to trim up this bottom because I screwed it up. I just want a nice even bottom. There we go. And then the 2 triangles. Yeah, you could do this for any weirdly shaped card. Doesn't have to be a triangle. And if like this side here is blank, you don't need to mat it on a whole sheet of cardstock. You just need that little piece, and I'll cover that up. Okay, so here we go. I'll take this extra piece of tape off so it doesn't stick to everything in the envelope, and we have these weird shapes. I hope Desta likes weird shapes. I don't know what that is. Okay. So here we have the 2 card bases pretty much done, but you know, we're not going to stop there. We're going to finish something here. Welcome in, Purpose, Productivity, Faith. Hello, hello. we are recycling some Christmas cards. I happen to have these two that were similar, were the same, so I went ahead and did both of them. And we have craptastic and adjectives, right? Yes, craptastic. And pruning, I'll use pruned since that is more of an adjective. Where's the second adjective? Pruned. And adaptable. Hey, I have one of those adaptable things that is in the story. All right, the next thing we need is a celebrity. We also need 4 people in chat. I think I'm going to randomly just pick 4 names in chat. I'm going to put those in right now. And this one. And this one. I know, I hate picking names too. Okay, I know who. Okay, so I picked 4 people. And celebrity is the next one. I did not pick myself, of course. That's one thing about me picking the names. I don't pick myself. All right, how am I going to decorate these? So we have these shaped cards. So that is an easy way to, you know, make a shaped backing on the front of your card. So they already have a bunch of glitter, as you can see, so I don't need to add stickles. I could add Christmas lights to the house, though. I think that would be cool. Let me get my multicolor. I think multicolor lights are my favorite for Christmas lights. And I don't have a lot of super tiny. I have this medium size. Kind of those sizes. I think that'll work. I do need to order more multicolor bling. I'm getting low. No. I guess I could have. I could cut it out. But I think it might be funny since the sleigh is in the way. Like the sleigh would have to move out of the way. If it was just a door without something in front of it, I think it would work better. And then have something cool behind it. That is a neat idea to do on another card. And with like a bigger door. Yeah, I like the idea of opening a door, but I don't think this door is the best door to open. All right, but we will put Christmas lights on the house. It's one of my favorite things to do on house cards is put Christmas lights on the house. I'm going to put some Christmas lights over the windows, though. There. And some over this window. Maybe over the door too. Gotta have lights, cozy, yeah. I don't think I'll put them over the door, just over the windows and on the roof. I'm gonna move to these just in case they're a different size than those other ones. And we'll put more going down. I love this bling that is on the strips here. This type of bling. Whoops. That come, they are on like a self-adhesive strip. I absolutely love them. There's one extra that I'll put up here. Yeah, last call for celebrities. We're doing a Christmas Mad Lib. I'm gonna just add this to that page there. There we go. And just make sure they are all stuck down. So we have that. It needs something in the snow. Like something down low. I would like the door to open. But, oh man, and I don't know. I could put a piece of gold glitter paper behind it to make it look like something's coming out of the door. What do you guys think? Would it look silly if the door was cracked open with that on it? And the doorknob is there. So it has to open on this left side. I don't know. I would put a piece of gold glitter paper behind the door. You think it would look great? Hey, I can do one, and if we don't like it, I don't have to do it to the other one. I'll do one, and we'll see. So we have like this gold, maybe a warmer gold. That's kind of a green gold. Yeah, like this. That's foam though. That gold, or this gold. That gold's even better. Yeah, and that's big enough to do both doors. Actually, that one maybe too. Okay. Some of the gold's foam. So, I don't think so because it's just plain white. Unless I put more stickles on it or something. What could I cover that with? I don't know. I think if I cover it, it will stick out even more. I thought I had one of these snowflakes that was broken. I was going to cut a little piece off of the broken snowflake. That's too glossy. Yeah, I don't know that I could cover this. Anything I cover it with is going to look, you know, it's going to stand out. Celebrity Carl Sagan. Okay. Poor Carl. Let me get here. Okay. All right. Now we need a food. I'm trying to decide about opening the door this way. I could put some lights or that might cover the thing. That's a good idea. Okay. Lights around the door window. I will do that, and that will cover the doorknob. So meanwhile, I am going to cut. This door has a lot of molding around it. So the square part is here to here. To there. And just kind of bend that back, and it'll have this gold behind it. And I will put lights around the door. That should work. Let me cut this rectangle out. Let's see how big this is. I need to make it, let's go 2 inches by 1 inch, or a little bit bigger than 1. 2 inches by, how about 1.5, which is about what it is. And we'll put it on there. Yeah. I'm going to put liquid glue around the outside of the door. I was going to put my thing on the thing. I was going to put this on the glue. That, and that actually goes there instead. Okay. And then we just have the door kind of just open just a little bit. I'm just kind of creasing it with my nail a little bit. And let's see about some tiny lights around the window, the door window. I'll use these smaller lights. And that should hide, or at least help disguise the doorknob. It'll make it less noticeable. There. So we have that lights around the door. Kind of cool. It's all right. And a little bit of like gold glow from the inside. The other door I'll leave shut just to make both cards a little different. Prettiest house on the block, right? There, that is pretty cool. And I will put a piece of glitter tape up to disguise the fold on the inside. Now, there's not much of a way to disguise that piece of glitter paper I put there. A little piece of tape there, a little piece of tape there, there. I'm going to stick these little pieces of tape over here on this envelope because they're going to go to Desta. There. Party on the inside. I know, Michelle likes party on the inside of the card. Absolutely. There, so we have that. And I think to make it look more like some more dimensional snow. Oh, that went. Did you see what I did? This rolled here and it went through there. I could not plan that if I wanted to. I could not have planned that. I'm going to take a piece of this tape. I'm going to use it on both cards. Get back your other card. So this is adhesive washi tape. This is from Barely Art. I got it on Amazon. Excellent. I love this washi tape. It sticks really good and it's pretty awesome. I love it. So I'm going to tape it down to, I made it wider than the card and I just taped it down on here. Let me put this word in the Mad Lib. Now we need, let's do a liquid kiwi fruit. Let's do a type of liquid. It doesn't say it has to be drinkable. It just says liquid. It doesn't say beverage. And coming in strong. So then I'm going to take my knife, my finger blade, and I'm just going to randomly draw a wavy line down the center of this to make like a snowdrift. Let's see if this will work. I don't know how sharp, if this blade's going to be good. I think it's going to work. No rhyme or reason. Let's see. Hopefully half of it'll peel off. Yes. See, there we go. So we have 2 snowdrifts in silver. SMRT. And I'm going to stick this down to the front of the card there. And I'm going to just cut off the excess. Stick that there. Normally I'd throw these little pieces in the trash. I think that looks really cool, actually. And it's neat because then you get two of them. So if you're doing more than one snow card, like I am, you just made it for both. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. And if you're only making one, save your other piece of washi. You can even have it leave it on your mat. This mat here is from the Dollar Tree. This green mat. And I use it to cut on. I'm trying not to cut too much on my regular mat because I use it for filming and I like it to stay looking nice. But if you're not using your desk for filming, you can cut directly on this mat. It is an actual cutting mat, but I pull this out whenever possible. All right, so we have these two cards. One has an opened fancy door, and the other one does not. But they both have Christmas lights. They both have some very glistening snow on the bottom. I really like it because that brings a little extra, I think, pop to the bottom because we have all the stuff up top. So that brings pop to the bottom. So yeah. Oh, I should put a piece of red tape in here. I'm missing my silver tape. Where is my roll of silver? What have I done with my silver tape? Where did it go? Do you guys know where my silver tape is? Winters when you used to live in Minnesota. No, Minnesota, the door would not be able to open. The snow would be up to about there in Minnesota. You'd have to take, here's my other roll of tape. You'd have to take a bottle of Stickles and just dump it across the whole front of the house in order to make a Minnesota house. Just saying. I didn't cut this one very good. I'm going to go back with scissors on that. Oh, I think it's actually okay. I'll leave it. Oh, I am so thirsty. Let me grab a sip of my drink. The snow sometimes got out of hand. I used to work with a practice in Minnesota, a medical practice, and I would call the patients, you know, and I think it was the year before last, they had one heck of a winter. They had like 100 feet of snow. It was crazy. So there we have those two cards. Kind of cool. They were fun. I did not really, I'm not going to lie, I did not like this to begin with. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. But I think this came out quite cute. If I had an extra something or other, I would put it over this. I don't know what to put over this. I don't want to weigh it down too much, like a big sticker or something. If I have a scrap from another card, I will add it to it, probably. All right. There's this little tiny piece of gold. It'll go in there for Miss Desta. All right. Now, what do we have? A 3/4 card from Cardabelle. Oh, yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, or a scrap from another card or something. That would be really cool. A picture of an inside of a house. I don't think I have any other Christmas paper handy. And the only one I have handy is this. It says Salutations. Let me see. We could even put salutations on the inside. I like it's the most wonderful time of the year. But I don't want it to say something on both ends of the card. I need just a picture on the other side. These are all words. There might be a home. May your days, yeah. Let's see if there's any home. I don't see homes. Warm and cozy. That could be one of them. Warm and cozy. If I can get this out. Warm and cozy will work. And a piece of the scrap might be good for the other side. Let me get the other warm and cozy. I'll put warm and cozy on both. Okay. Let's warm and cozy up the center of these two cards. That's why I got this pad, is to use them for sentiments inside of cards. Because I don't always get sentiments. I do have something new in my merch store. I have a set of Christmas cards and a set of birthday cards. Mystery set of 4, like a grab bag kind of thing, in my merch store if you are interested in any cards. They are handmade cards for me from the show. They could be these. We don't know. Liquid is seawater. Oh, that's so good. Oh, gosh. Ew. Okay. Now we need 4 nouns. Regular nouns, not plural nouns. So like this warm and cozy could fit like that. And I think I may even crop those corners a little bit and make it more so that way I can sign the bottom. I'll chomp the corners. I'm just going to eyeball this and make a pencil mark. And I'm just using my scissors. Nothing fancy here, just chomping 2 corners, and that way it will kind of look like it was meant to be like that. All right, let's glue this down, tape this down. Octopus. I am an octopus. The song at the beginning of my show does say that I am an octopus. All right, so we're going to do this here, warm and cozy. And then I'm going to make a little house shape over here to cover that. So I want to Oh, wait. Past the bathroom spray. I'm not a smelly octopus. I'm going to cut this kind of like, how about there? And then get my trusty ruler. This Tim Holtz ruler, you guys, it is a centering ruler. If you don't know what a centering ruler is, it has a 0 in the very center. So then you take that 0 and you line it up. You measure so it's even on both sides. So we've got an inch, about 1.25 inches on each side. And it doesn't have to be perfect for what we're doing here, but I kind of want this idea. So we have that, and then I'm also going to, oh, I should mark it on this side instead. This is going to be the back. About 1.25 inches. Let's go with this. And then I'm just going to draw a line like there. Then I'm going to take a piece of long scissors and line up the bottom of my blade, you know, even with that line, and then even with the top. So then the very top point there, and that way you get a pretty good cut. Let's see how this looks. Hopefully it'll work. Yeah, there. So that'll go on that side. And this tape is not sticking so good to the glitter, so I will glue it down. And I really only need to put this kind of house thing on in this one card. I don't need it for both. I don't need it for the other card because I don't have that piece of cardstock I'm covering up on the other card. But I do need to add some glue across the bottom here to help this washi tape stick. The reason it is not sticking, it is because the front of this card is all glitter. And it doesn't really enjoy sticking to glitter. But I want it to stick to the glitter. So I'm forcing it to with some glue, and that glue will get in between the pieces of glitter and hold that tape down. Okay, so we have warm and cozy. We have that which disguises the piece of cardstock there. And then there is that. And then I could handwrite, like when I do it, I hope your Christmas is, or whatever. We have that. So we have that one. Let's see, where did I put the other card? Where is it? Where's the other card? Where is the other card? Here it is. I found it. So let me do the same thing with this, as this tape just is not sticking down. Normally this tape sticks really good to paper, but not to glitter. Not very many things stick to glitter. Okay. There. And I'm going to do the same thing to this warm and cozy. I think I'm just going to eyeball it. I should have saved that other one of this and used it as a template. But yeah, that's close enough. It's not exactly even. We won't tell anybody. I'm just going to use glue on this since I have it out. and I felt something roll off the table and hit my leg. It might have been the pin for my glue. And see, this doesn't need a thing over here. A clever disguise, you're right. Now these little pieces, well, this one has a hole in it, but like you could also do something, you know, like put that down in the corner there. I think I will. You could do this sort of thing with little pieces like this. Just to add a little, I don't know, a little something, something. So, you know, keep in mind, keep all those little scraps. You never know what you can do with them. All right, let me see if I can find what I dropped on the floor, which is probably a pin. I never walk in here in bare feet. But my bigger problem is that I don't have anything for my glue. So I'm going to do a temporary fix. I need to get a better glue stopper. Ouch. These are stainless steel pins. I had a fancy one with beads, but it got stuck in a bottle. It got glued into the bottle. And when I went to get it out, it got all bent up. So I need a new topper stopper. All right, there we have that. Those two cards are done. Excellent. And then we have those that say Be Merry. This does not have a doohickey inside, but I don't like the Be Merry for it. I like, how about May Your Days Be Merry and Bright? Or even Comfort and Joy. Any of those would be good. I don't know. I like Merry Christmas with it. Let's do that one. Let me clean up my desk. I wish these were stickers. That would be cool. Stainless pins. Oh, Joann's, actually. When Joann's was still a store here, I went inside and said, hey. Okay, I didn't say hey. But in their sewing section, they do have stainless pins. I think you can order them on Amazon, but you have to make sure they are really stainless, because a lot of the times when you're ordering stuff and you don't know the sender, you know, it's not like a real craft store or something, it'll say it's stainless and it is not. But these pins are stainless. They do not rust. And so be sure you're getting, if you're ordering from Amazon, be sure you're getting a brand name like Darris or something like that. Because your chances of them really being stainless is higher. If you don't, if you use pins for other stuff and you don't mind having them not be stainless on accident, you know what I mean, give it a try and you find them cheap, fine. But they are about 2 or 3 times more expensive than the regular pins. And I don't think my little box, I don't think I have the paper. No. Does it say anywhere? No. This is the box they came in. And I think it's Darice. I think D-A-R-I-C-E, however you say it, Darice. They are actually stainless. I've ordered some that said stainless and they weren't. And like when you're looking at the sewing section of the store, it'll be in a different color container. Like they'll be on those little hang tags. So say they're all blue, but this one might be yellow. It'll be, the packaging will look completely different than the others. Entomology pins. Yes, that would work too. Anything that is stainless, but I don't know if entomology pins are cheaper than these kind of stainless pins. And I don't remember how much these were, but for example, if a regular thing of pins was $2.99, this would be maybe $6.99, just to kind of give you an idea. I mean, they're not outrageous, but they are more expensive, 2 to 3 times more expensive. I don't remember the actual numbers, but that's, you know, I bought those years ago. I haven't shopped for pins in years. So for example, if it's $2.99, expect to pay $6.99 for them. But I use them in the glue tops and they work well, and they do not rust. All right. And at first I was like, I only need 1 pin. I don't need all these pins. No, I've lost them. They get stuck in bottles. I use them for buy those mini. Oh, here, let me show you. All right. These mini things of super glue. I think you can get this at the Dollar Tree. I don't know how many come in it. I got this on Amazon for a couple dollars, but I bought it from Dollar Tree in the past. It's the Super Glue brand, and they're these little tiny containers. You know when you go to use your super glue and you use it for one little thing and you put it away, and the next time you take it out, it's all dried up because it's super glue. And if any air hits it, you know, it wastes the whole container. This is about the price of 1 container. And there's 5 of them in here. So then I put the little, you know, the cap on and whatever, and I store it. I don't think I have it in here. It's in the other room. I store it with this pin in the hole of the cap, and it lasts several times. And then when it like dries up, I throw it away and just get a fresh one. Just thought you'd like to know that. Don't buy 1 big thing of super glue and then have it be wasted. So, yeah. That's what I do anyway. I love this card. This is really pretty. This was a handmade card. And this could be used not only at Christmas. This could be used for anything, really. So let's put this on a pretty card base. And I don't know if I'll even add anything to it. What color? Ooh, purple? What do you think, you guys? Purple and gold? I don't know. No. You know what would be pretty is black. This isn't black, though, is it? No, that's navy blue. I do not have black. Yes, we need more nouns. Nounages. Maybe navy blue would be okay. Oh, I think that does look pretty good on navy blue. Yeah, let's do that on navy blue. I'd prefer black, but I don't have any black card bases or any black cardstock within reach. But the navy is close. So I'm going to trim, I think I'm just going to trim all 4 edges because the edges are they're bent up a little bit. And it'll make them smooth and clean and crisp. right, let's see how it looks on here. Yeah, that does give a little bit of an edge. I'm going to go for a little bigger edge. I'm going to take that side and a little bit more off that side. There we go. Absolutely. So pretty. Ah. Okay, put that away. Now, I don't know if I want to do anything extra with this. Maybe some gold bling across this top, because there is a piece of gold bling in the center. Let me get my gold. See if I have any that is complementary to it. That is too dark. That is the same color. Yeah, maybe that. Oh, I have something else though. I forgot about this. I don't know if it'll work. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I'm so excited. This gold bling. Oh, it's like the same colors. Look, you guys, this is like perfect matchy-matchy. Okay. I have to add something to it, even though it's gorgeous on its own. Otherwise, I feel guilty to call it a handmade creation since somebody else did all the work. But it is a shame to waste these beautiful handmade cards. Okay. Yes, this goes really good. Hopefully it will. Yep. So, whoops, let's see. I want it to go to the end of this one. I'm going to have to be careful the way I cut it. You share my bliss. Yes, thank you. We need some more nouns for the Mad Lib. These, this bling that I'm using here is from the Dollar Tree. You get this package. It has 5 pieces for $1. Oh, yeah. I don't know that I want any for the bottom. What if I just did 3? Yeah, I'm going to just do 3 across the bottom. But I have to waste 1 to do 3. But like that alone right there is a good embellishment for something. See how that ends up being? It's kind of cool. So then I'm going to cut 3 there. All right. And we'll put this down at the bottom here. All right, there. That card's done. Now that was easy. I'm going to leave this blank because it could be a birthday card, a wedding card, an anniversary card, a thinking of you card, Christmas. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be Christmas. And I don't want to seal its fate. 50th wedding anniversary. Something like that. This here could use some bling. I believe this is pretty, but it could use some bling. Or this could be the inside of a card. All right. We have octopus. Oh, I love it. Octopus. Cheese toast. Disguise. Bent edge. All right, and we need a number. A number. This could be the inside of a card. I'm going to hold off on this. That would be a good inside. And I will figure that out. Oh, what about this one? This is really pretty. The only thing is that it has a hole punched in it. But let's take care of this. Let's do something. We're going to cover up that hole. All right. Hey, get the nouns any way you want. I didn't see a censor come through for Anne. Poor Anne. She's censored on my show. Let's see what this says here. Sending you love and plenty of cheer. May your days be bright throughout the year. Okay, excellent. Let's use that for the inside. Sentiment. There are some of these here, but there's handwriting very close by. So I'm going to cut off. I'll cut that off and I'll use that somewhere on the inside. Okay. Get rid of these little pieces of white paper. I'm going to use this here. I'm going to try to take this off this white backing carefully. It might come off the pink as well. Let's see. If the pink gets ruined, I could do something else. Yeah. The pink is not straight anyway. So I'm going to try to get rid of this pink. At least where you can see it. I don't think I can get the whole thing off cleanly. No. See if I can rip that off there. I'll put a different pink maybe, or something else. I'm not sure. Or maybe this will come off. There we go. We're getting the pink. I like to take as much off as I can because it makes it lighter to mail. All right, so we have this. It's already got a little sticky on it, so I kind of have to be careful. Do I have a pink card that would look good? Possibly. Yes. Yeah, I think that would be good on the pink background. The pink card base. Poor Anne. Everything she puts in is getting censored. See, it didn't show up for me either, Anne. Now, last time it showed up and it asked me if I wanted to approve it. And, you know, Anne is a troublemaker. All right, so we have this there. I'm going to try to straighten out this card base. The card base itself is crooked. There. Okay. Now that is better. And there is a hole there. I am aware. So I had a little white star. Here it is. Let me see if this will work. This white star. Yeah, I'm going to put that there. So I can take off this little silver star. Carefully. Okay, yes. And there's this white star that I'm going to put there, and then I'm going to put this silver star on top of it. Yep, Anne and I are on the same wavelength here. Put a little glue and stick this right on in there, and that got rid of the hole that was on the front of the card. I mean, because we have silver layered on pink here, then we have silvered layered on that. I don't have a pink star though, Ange. I only had the white. All right, so we have that. And then I could put this on the inside and then this down in the corner over there. Now what? I don't know what you mean by now what. Put this here. Put this over. I know, poor Anne. So there are other people who have been banned in my chat before. Pork Roll Bob and Frankly Playing. And Frankly is one of the sweetest people you'd ever want to meet. And he put a link in the chat and it banned him. It timed him out, I think. Yeah, he really got in trouble from the bot. It's very funny. And then I don't really have to do anything else to this card. This is super easy because it's beautiful. Whoever made it did a fantastic job. I love this card. So pretty with all the swirlies coming out from it. And the silver and pink accents. That's really kind of cool. That adds some extra texture. And then just that on the inside. I think that's quite cool. And I will leave it that as is. Very good. All right. So last call for a number. There is a hole there. I am aware. Yes, there is a hole there. I am aware. I did say that kind of weirdly, didn't I? There is a hole there. I am aware. Out of context, right? I know. When I was building a house on Twitch, I was like, I wonder if I can get two pieces to fit in one hole. And I mean, it was just all, I was trying to get these little pieces to fit in these little tiny holes. And I kept talking about that. And she quoted a million things out of context. And they keep showing up in my chat on Twitch. And it's like, here's that hole again. So it was so funny. This card is kind of cool. Sending you sweet thoughts. Do I have any cool candy canes? That could be the question for that. Let me see what I have. Oh, look, I have pink stars there. It's too late now. Too late. Okay, I have those guys. Oh, that has a candy cane on it. That has a candy cane. All right. Let's stick with these candy canes. This candy cane, and maybe I'd have to take that apart. I don't want to take that apart. But I could use this candy cane on this card. So we have this guy sending you sweet thoughts. It is just the front of a card. I wonder if I could do the same thing that I did with the others. That wouldn't work, but to make a back so I don't have to cut this whole thing apart. So I don't have to waste a whole card base. And it would be stuck on like that. Or it could be, no, it's not going to be good. Let's just do that. All right. This is just a regular card base that I cut out of cardstock. And it's already folded. But I'm going to unfold. And I'm going to cut 1/4 of an inch to the side of the fold. Or about 1/2 an inch. Or whatever. However big that piece is. So I've got that little thing there. And then let me trim this side since there's a little bit of a ragged edge there. It's thick, so it's hard to cut. There. It's going through 3 layers of cardstock there. But now that is good. There. Put some adhesive down the side of this card. Fold it over. I'm going to stand it up on here and line it up this way so that fold is even. There is a little piece extra here. So what I'm going to do, I could cut it off, or I could put some glitter tape down that side, some red. Yes, or no, I'm going to go with gold. The red does not match this, and I will go with gold. I know, right? Great excuse for more sparkles. Always an excuse for more sparkles. All right. Here we go. Put this here. And chomp it. So last call for a number, and then Dusta will pick a number for me. And since this part here, you're not going to be able to see it against the other red and realize it is not the same, I'm going to use red. Just to bring a little red to the inside of the card. Oh, you picked it, Dusta. I don't see it. Can you put it in again? For maybe it got censored. I don't know. I double checked. I'm on live chat and not top chat. I missed it, Dusta. I'm sorry. I see your last comment, Tommy Two-Tone. Let me scroll up and see. Maybe it got censored. Nope, I don't see it at all. It didn't. I bet it got censored. Can you spell it out with words? For some reason, the chat or the bot does not like... Because I never saw Anne's number that got censored either. Welcome in, Tammy Time. Oh, thank you. Thank you for your kind comment. What I do mostly is take store-bought cards that people have sent, and I recycle them into new cards. It was the two-part of Anne's. It showed up in your chat. It didn't show up in my chat. Oh, let me see if I can... Let me go back and see. I see it. Part 8675309. I see it. Okay. I got it. I got it. Yeah. All right. Jenny's phone number. 867, I love it, 5309. 8675309. Okay. All right. The last thing we need for the Mad Lib is an exclamation. I saw your comment about Tommy Two-Tone. I get it now. It's all adding up in my head. So these are Christmas beaded iron-on stickers. Well, I'm not going to iron it on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to glue it on. I've never used them. I've had them for years. I don't even know how they work. Oh, they are just this beaded thing. Where am I going to put this sticker? I've only got one. I think they're against the white up at the top. I wish I had a second one, but I do not. I like it across that, but there's this green thing. Do I dare take the green thing off? I'm afraid to take the green thing off. I'm going to put it there. Or down here. Now I'll put it up here. Put it this way. All right, I'm going to glue this on. if I can pick it up. It's just like a plastic backing. I bet when you iron it on, the plastic melts. But like I said, I'm not ironing it on. Oh, you guys, tomorrow at, I think it's 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock my time, my vocal teacher, Carissa the Cyber Bard on Twitch, is doing a painting class. It's an 8x10. You follow along with her. You paint it. She's painting birch trees. It's really pretty. If you guys are interested in painting along, let me know. I will send you the link to her channel. And she has a list of things that you need. She suggests an 8x10 canvas and various colors of paint. And I think what she's doing is acrylic paint. So, very cool. In case anyone is interested in watching that. So we have that. We have gold down the side. We have a beaded thing there. This is the first time I've ever seen her do it, but the wall behind her, she normally sings on Twitch, sings and plays the piano and stuff. The wall behind her is full of art that she has done herself, so she may do it more often. And if there's a good turnout, she may do it more often. So, yeah. And that is tomorrow. And the replay will be up. There will be a VOD that you can go back and look at it. And I'll post the link. I'll post the link in my Discord, and I'll post the link in the Facebook group, if any, and the time and all that. I don't have it handy. I didn't think about it until just now. But if anyone is interested in joining, that would be really cool. So let me get some red bling. And I'm going to put some red bling in some of these centers. Yeah, why not? And then I will put clear and green bling in some of those other centers. Get some green. This is a dark green. And I will put the dark green on the whites. Yes, it's got the green and the red, the colors match. Yeah. Yeah. And then I will put some clear bling on those red ones. I like it. I think this worked out pretty cool. These are some loose pieces of bling. They are not on a string, but they're good for this. There. Oh, I think that came out cute. Yep. I wish I had another candy cane to put down here, or like a piece of candy that was sparkly like that, but that's okay. I think it came out kind of cute. All right. And Desta, if we have, do we have an exclamation? You really could use any size canvas. It doesn't have to be exactly 8x10. I don't have 8x10 either. I have like 11 by 13 or something larger. I have 8x10 watercolor paper. I don't know if acrylics would work on that. It's pretty thick. Acrylic may work on watercolor paper. Do you guys know? I don't know. Because I could do it on paper instead of a canvas. I only have 2 art canvases, and they're much bigger. They might be 20 by something, you know what I mean? They're huge. Well, they're wall hanging size. And that might be too big. Thank you, Tammy. All right, we have ouch for the exclamation. And let me put this stuff away. And we'll read the Mad Lib. And it's one of, like, she's doing like one of those classes, I think, you know, like you do wine and, you know, you don't have to drink wine, but you know what I'm talking about. If people go to those painting parties, I think it's kind of like that. But I think you could do any size canvas. You could even do it small and paint it on a card. You paint with acrylic and it might, yeah, I have a lot of acrylic paints, and what I should do tonight is paint a little bit on a piece of watercolor paper and see how it holds up. I also might have, now that I think about it, I may have a pad of paper, and it's called practice paper, but it's like the same material as a regular canvas. It's just not mounted. They may be a smaller size. Or you can cut them down too. But yeah, I'll post it in my Facebook group, Create with CraftyRia, and I'll also post it in my Discord, the time of her class. I'm going to try to do it. I'll see how it goes. I have a guitar lesson tomorrow. So I may be late to the class. I'm not sure. I'll try to make it work. All right. So here we go. These are the cards I made today. Let me know which one is your favorite. These three were from cards that were recycled, and then these three were homemade cards that I recycled into new ones. Somebody had sent me just the fronts of these cards. And I have an envelope of goodies here that I'm going to be sending to Desta. Thank you very much, Desta, for volunteering today. I appreciate you very much. The Rainbow Lighthouse is the most. I think they came out quite cute. And I will be, or I have in my merch store, exclamation point merch, I will be, or I have in there already, sets of 4 cards, Christmas and birthday. Right now I'm going to add more. If you're interested, it's a random set, mystery set. You don't know what you're going to get. But they won't be 2 duplicates like this. They would be 4 totally different cards. And then I have these stickers, Only Hands, because I'm an Only Hands streamer. If you're interested in one of these are $5 each. They're a vinyl sticker. Send me a private message. After tonight, they're going to be up in my merch store. But for right now, they're privately on the side, $5, and I will not charge you shipping. On the merch store, there's an automatic shipping charge. All right, so I'm going to read the Mad Libs. Here we go. We have, and this is from this Christmas Fun Mad Libs book. Michelle M. sent it to me. And I've used up almost all of these. All right, we have The School Party. We had a craptastic Christmas party at school last year. Our octopus teacher, Michelle M., let us use the cheese toast room. And my favorite disguise teacher, Desta, I bet she was disguised as a cat, was in charge of the decorations. We all drew pictures of Carl Sagan on colored paper and hung them up on a long bent edge. Then we cut out stars, snowflakes, and bug catchers and pasted them on the windows. Then Ann Kinsey, who was my math teacher, made the pruned refreshments. We had burgers and kiwi fruit and cups of hot seawater. I don't know why, but that just cracks me up. Our principal bought a really adaptable tree that was 8675309 feet tall, and everyone put their ice cream cone under it. Carol Greenwood dressed up like Santa Claus and said, "Ouch!" Let's see. Let me see what this number would be. 8,675,309 feet tall. That is one big tree. When I said I have one of these at home, an adaptable tree, we have a rainbow Christmas tree in our living room, and we decorate it for each holiday, so it's adaptable. We keep it up all year. So there we go. That was really cute. I like that. I never seen anybody do that. I love to do Mad Libs. Almost every crafting show I do that is live, we do a Mad Lib just because it's fun and chat. And it's just something really fun. A fun way to end the stream. My schedule coming up is every Monday on YouTube, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, or about 9 p.m. Starting around 7 p.m. on Mondays, and then Wednesday, 7 p.m. on Twitch, and Thursdays, 8 p.m. on Twitch. I thought I fixed that. I have to refix that schedule. Let me make a note. Fix schedule. Fix schedule. YouTube. I thought I fixed it. I thought I took Sunday off. I normally, over the summer, I'm not going to do Sundays unless there's a special event. And thank you, Tammy, for stopping in and for leaving a comment and for watching. All the views absolutely does count. They help my channel to grow. If you leave a like, and after the video, if you go back and type in a comment, that helps as well. And then on my regular videos, if you like and just add a comment, it doesn't matter what it says. It can say anything. I mean, you can say you're an idiot. I mean, but please don't. But if you just say, "Oh, nice cards," or whatever, it doesn't matter. "Hello, how are you?" Whatever. Any comment does help. And yes, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. on Twitch, I'm going to play Animal Crossing again. I may visit other islands this time. We had people visit me last week, and it was a blast. We went for 4.5 hours, and I normally stream for 2. So it was a blast. So I may go visit other people. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And Tammy, yes, and I will follow you as well, Tammy. So if I'm not already, or subscribe to you. And then, yes, get the roaches out. And then Thursday nights on Twitch, 8 o'clock, is my secret stream. That's what I call it. I play the guitar and I sing. So if you want to come check that out on Twitch, that is available there as well. And then Wednesday nights, it's up in the air about what I do. But we had such a blast last week, so we'll probably play Animal Crossing this week. So, and if you don't play Animal Crossing and you do want to just hang out and chit chat, feel free to head on over there as well. All right, you guys, I don't think anything else. I will see you next Monday, if not sooner, over on Twitch. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. 2 hours, yeah. 2 hours turned into 4.5. Who knows? You never know what's going to happen in the world of Animal Crossing. But anyway, thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you. And I hope everyone has a wonderful week ahead. If you're making Christmas cards, I'd love to see them. Anything you're making, I'd love to see. You could post them in the Discord or in the Facebook group. I'd be happy to see them. Great groups over there, and everybody loves to see what everyone's doing. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you all. Have a great week. Until the next video, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.